guys? Welcome back to Unguided. We just ran our last tournament day of the season yesterday, South Carolina Mahi Series. We are currently in the top 10, so fingers crossed that we will hold that position. A couple days left in the tournament, so we'll see. Today we're going to do just a quick tutorial on fillet and wahoo and mahi. We picked up this little wahoo right here when we were out mahi fishing. This is a 21-pound bull mahi that we caught yesterday that we weighed in the tournament. Gonna go over how I fillet these things today. Let's do it. We've partnered with Sword Fishing Products out of Santa Rosa in the Gulf. On this fish, I'm gonna use the 9-inch medium flex fillet knife. There's gonna be a link in the description to these blades. And there's also a link in our channel bio, so y'all go check them out. This is only my second time using them, but the first time using them, some of the best blades I've ever used in my life. So let's go ahead and let it run. So with mahi, I like to start on the bottom. Just go ahead and cut along the bottom right here. And you're gonna go ahead and go straight through. You wanna feel those bones in there. There's right down the spine. You can feel along that bone line. With your finger, you peel back as you run the blade along the inside of the spine. After I've opened the bottom, I'll cut from the rib cage. And with these bulls especially, you want to get all that meat. Just follow. All that right there has got meat in it. Just go along the top right there, all the way to the top right there, because all that is good meat. So once you got the line across the rib cage from the bottom, now we're going to spin him around and cut down the meat along the back, straight down the spine where the dorsal fin is. Want to stay against those bones, and that will make it where you can get all that good mahi taco meat off of the fillet. The same thing, I can put my finger under there and just easily glide the blade. These sword blades are premium fillet knives, G10 gun grip handle, real ergonomic, fits in your hand nice. It's carbon steel blade, Teflon coated, so salt water, not a problem for them. And I've been cleaning fish my whole life, and I'll tell you, as soon as I noticed a significant difference when I started using these blades in comparison to everything else. Okay, so now I've made it to the spine. You hear that? That's the blade running along the spine. So then all you do, throw a little cut at the end. Then you can kind of peel up and you can feel through there. Now I can grab a hold of it. And you can see right there is where the bones are. That's the bone. There's bones going out, up and down, and then that's the main spinal column right there. And you want to be able to feel that and get all the meat off of that. I'm just gonna keep peeling it. And that's his rib cage right there. That kind of just breaks. You cut right through that. You can just cut around the rib cage, but on bigger fish like this, there's some pretty good meat in there that you can salvage if you do it right. So there's one, just like that, beautiful mahi fillet. This right here is the inside of the rib cage. You can feel the bones right there. You just want to put that blade right under there. Just cut all that off. Just like that. Then if you were to just cut around the rib cage, cut that off, you're going to lose that bit of meat right there. So you might as well salvage all you can. This is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get the other side. Oh, we're gonna flip him over. Same principle on this side. Let's go ahead and spin him right here. Starting that belly where you made your first cut and work down the bones from the other side. Just like that. Go ahead and make a cut on the tail here. And again, I'm using my finger just to pull it up, so I can work all the way to that spinal column. You can feel like all that is the cartilage of the face. Right there is where the meat starts on these big ones, especially these bulls with a big dome like this one. So we want to get all that and go just like that. That's the cut. Across the dome and down through the belly. Now we're gonna flip it over, go to the other side. A little bit harder when you take the meat off the other side, but this medium flex knife has a ton of play in it from Sword. This is the 9-inch medium flex fillet knife. I hadn't used the flex yet, but I'm gonna try that one next. That flex, you want a good blade that you can bend, that'll bend and work with the meat and with the bone. Again, I take my thumb, work my thumb in there and just peel up. And it just fillets right off the bone, just like so. Okay, now once I'm working through, that's the other side. So when you're done, it should look like that. You should be able to see all the way through it. Get all that meat off all the way to the head, all the way to the back of the tail. So when you're done, that's what it should look like right there. We gotta take the rib cage off of this one too. So there you can feel the bone right there. There's a rib bone right there. Blade goes under, rib cage comes off, just like that. All that, see, if you cut around the rib cage, you're gonna lose all that. That's at least a couple pounds of meat, or a few, 5 or 6 tacos. So now, we got our 2 fillets. All right, so the rib cage has been removed. The skin is still on there. Mahi skin, not very good. Certain fish, skin's good to eat. Mahi, not so much. So what we wanna do now, or how I like to do it, is there's a couple bones right here along what's called the bloodline down the center of that fillet. And you just wanna make a small incision, not through the skin, but a small incision down where the white meat goes to that bloodline on one side, and on the other side of those bones, down the other, and we're gonna remove his bloodline. Once you reach in, you can make a sharp enough cut, you can grab a hold of it and just yank it out, just like that. See that bloody stuff? All these fish like this have this. You do not want to eat that. It's not very good. So, now that we've removed the bloodline, there'll still be a little bit left in there. Now you've got a center point that you can work out from. So now you got a point that you can put your hand through, your finger runs along that, you can get the blade under there and fillet the meat off of the skin, just like so. Careful not to cut through the skin. And from the center working out, you push that off. Now, beautiful, boneless, skinless, bottom half mahi fillet right there. Flip it back around the other way. Now this side is gonna be easier to do because the other one's out of the way, but same principle, just work the blade at a slight angle, in to out, just slide that meat right off of that skin. And there, and that's why you do it right there. That's probably a, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pound fillet by itself right there. And there's the skin. So when the skin's done, it should look just like that. One fish meat right there. 121 pound mahi, that's all you should be getting off of it right there. Both bottom fillets, top fillets. Now I'm gonna stake them out so we can bag them up and distribute them to the boys. We had a hell of a day out there. It was a little bit slow. Tripled up early in the morning, picked up 2 smaller mahi and that wahoo, and things kind of died down a little bit, and thunder struck in the middle of nowhere. Coming back from the deep water to the ledge, we were probably 80, 90 miles offshore, and boom, this guy right here, he just smoked our outrigger. Skied about 12 feet in the air. This was the hardest fight, even though he was only 21 pounds, this is the hardest fight in mahi of my life. It could have been because I had him on a 30 wide with 30 pound test on it, a mono on there, and yeah, I was trying not to, you know, drag him down too hard. But my goodness, this one put up a fight. I've caught much bigger fish that fought, you know, half as much as this one did. But you get a good steak size, slice it into steak sizes about like that. Great for, my favorite way to do it is blackening it. We'll blacken it and cook it in the cast iron. Make tacos. Beautiful, beautiful fillets. And there you have it. What a 21-pound mahi looks like when you're done with it. Now let's do the hoo. Little wee hoo. I'm gonna put my 9-inch aside, and I haven't got to use this blade yet. This is the Sword 7-inch medium flex, so you can see the size difference for how much bigger the 9-inch right there, but it's the same G10 gun grip handle, same carbon steel blade. It's just, man, that has a hell of an edge on it. With this wahoo, I'm gonna start on his back first, and it is just cutting through him like butter. You can find that dorsal fin right there. That's where that bone line is. Just work that all the way to his dome. Now we're gonna come back the other way, just like so. Feeling those bones with the tip of your knife. Top, around the side of his gill plate, around where Doug gaffed him at. Right down the belly, center line of the belly right here, until you get to this bone, these bottom fins. That's going to be your guide to go from the bottom. You just feel the end of the blade just through there, just like so. Once you get to about right here, you can go where you already cut, slide it through, and look at that. Beautiful, beautiful wahoo meat. Gosh, it's so good. Get my blade back to that point from the other side. Pull it right off of him, just like so. Look at that. That is some heavenly meat right there. Beautiful. Slap that guy down. Well, and you see, there's no meat left. There's bone, center line of the spinal column, and the bones that go up and down, and no meat. That's what you want it. That's what it should look like. And there you have the other side. And again, much like the mahi, nothing left. That's what you want. You want to be able to see through those bones. So he's done. Throw him out the way, and now we're going to fine trim it the same way we did the mahi. Slight blade angle, push the meat right off the skin, just like with the mahi. There you have it. There's the wahoo skin. It's done. Same deal. Now we're going to stake him out. I like to make sashimi with this. What they call, some people call it white tuna. Over in Hawaii they call them ono, but we call them wahoo over in this area. So there's those steaks just like that. I mean, this stuff is just incredible, incredible meat like that. Fresh caught yesterday. Hard to beat. Wahoo steaks, mahi steaks. Got a couple more I got to do, but I really just wanted to show you guys these fillet knives and how well they work. Again, this is the last fillet knife you will ever need in your life. So there's a link in the description, and there's a link in our channel bio. So go check that out. Go check those guys out. Lifetime warranty, no questions asked. So if you break it, you do something to it, they'll send you another one, no questions asked. It's a great company. I highly recommend you guys check them out. I will never have another fillet knife as long as I live. But anyway, mahi video is going to be coming out soon from this tournament. Hopefully we'll stay in the top 10. We'll see. A couple days left. We'll know shortly here. And yeah, we're going down to the Keys in August, shooting a video down there, chasing mahi, and going to do some deep dropping for tilefish, going after some lobster, doing some stuff we don't normally do on the channel. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in. Hammer that like button and subscribe, and we'll see y'all next time.